Suicide as an escape is a topic that needs to be discussed. After a breakup, many people feel like their life is over and that nothing good will ever happen again. Where do these thoughts come from? Why do they take over? And most importantly, what can be done about them? That's what we'll talk about today. You already know that in life, we take on different roles. Each role comes with its own emotions, thoughts, and goals. Suicide is no exception. Here's a test: if you're overwhelmed with anxiety or despair instead of feeling calm and detached, then you're stuck in a role. And when it feels like there's no way out, this role suggests only one, very wrong, solution. If, after a breakup, you were in the role of a free person, you'd be saying, "Finally, I'm free." But instead, the suicidal role takes over. Why? It all comes down to experience. We've seen it in movies, heard about it in the news, maybe even encountered it within our families. The internet often romanticizes suicide as an escape from suffering. But that's just a learned scenario, not the only possible reaction. Imagine a child raised among animals, like in the jungle. If no one ever told them about suicide, they wouldn't even consider it. Animals don't choose to end their lives. They may grieve, stop eating, or withdraw, but they don't make a conscious decision to die. This means that suicide is not something natural, it's something people are taught. Every role serves a purpose. The first goal is to attract attention, often by making others feel guilty. But this is a dangerous game, putting your life at risk just to manipulate someone's emotions. And even if it works, the effect is short-lived. Within weeks, life moves on. The second goal is to escape pain, whether it's physical pain from illness or emotional pain from loss and trauma. We'll focus on emotional pain, though it's often felt physically as well. But pain is not a reason to end your life, it's a sign that something needs to change. Emotional pain arises when your expectations clash with reality. You want things to be a certain way, but they turn out differently, or even the opposite. This creates a victim mindset. The world is unfair, and it owes me something. But the truth is, no one owes us anything. Disappointments aren't the end of the road, they're an opportunity for growth. Your breakup is not the first time you've felt abandoned, lonely, or hopeless. These emotions have built up over time, like layers of a cake. And now, when you're overwhelmed with despair, it's not just about this breakup, you're feeling the weight of all your past experiences, starting from childhood. When the pain becomes unbearable, your brain automatically searches for a way out. If you have past knowledge of suicide, your brain may consider it a possible solution. But this is just a mental mechanism. Once you recognize it, you can take control of it. You didn't come into this world just to reach a difficult moment and decide that it's the end. Your life is not just about one person you broke up with. There are dozens, even hundreds, of people out there with whom you could build even stronger, deeper relationships. One of the biggest myths is that life is meaningless without a partner. That's not true. Relationships are just one part of life. There's self-fulfillment, travel, hobbies, friendships. If it feels like you have nothing else, then it's time to start exploring new possibilities. I once worked with a woman who had been married 5 times. Each time, she believed that her husband was the one. After her 5th divorce, we worked on defining what kind of partner she truly wanted. 5 months later, she wrote to me in shock. "I can't believe it, he's exactly like the list I wrote." I'm not saying this method is magical, and yes, people put their best foot forward in the beginning. But the point is, no matter how much experience you have, there are always people out there who are better suited for you. And more importantly, your life was never meant to revolve solely around relationships. They're just one chapter, not your entire story. Just because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel doesn't mean it's not there. And honestly, are you even in a tunnel? A little patience, and everything will start to make sense. Your suffering has lasted longer than this video. But if you're ready to see that life goes on, stick around, and we'll figure this out together.